Let's get going. Welcome to the IMOLA circuit, also called the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. So it's a 3-mile track located in town of Imola, and that's in the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. It's about 25 miles or 40 kilometers east of Bologna. And interesting enough, it's one of the few major international circuits to run in an anti-clockwise directions. And it was initially built for motorcycle racing. And the very first race at Imola was held in 1953, and it has 18 turns. So welcome to the GT3 race number 8 in their series of 10 races with eSeniors. Let's see, look at the standings. Peter Wolfslener really dominated the series so far. Unfortunately, he's not racing today, but I guess it's for a good reason, his dad's birthday celebration. So happy birthday, Mr. Wolfslener. Also, John Saunders and Johan Larsson, they get the opportunity to catch up now, because we have 260 points for Peter Wolfslener, John Saunders 208, Johan Larsson 192, Chris Bourne 180, and P5 there, Tommy Hellström 137. And Chris Bourne was second place last race, and you see that was his best result so far in the series. And the 2 races that remains is Red Bull Ring and Bathurst, the last season finale. So it's still close on the top, given that Peter Wolfslener will not get any points today. So let's see what happens. We will get on track here and look at the cars go around, as we also talk about our sponsors. So Castle and Cauldron, this logo to the right there with the castle and the cauldron in the logo, pretty clever there. So it's a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts collectibles, fairies, magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, customer, and much more. So Castle and Cauldron, that's where crafting meets the magical. What a tagline. Syndeo, technology brokers that are specialized in voice, contact center, and cybersecurity solution for business. So Syndeo's advisor, they will help you select the best technology solution for your business. And then Sim 3D, that has anything you need for your cockpit: dashboard, fan shrouds, mounts, elastomer kits, flag boxes, power supply brackets, button boxes, etc. So there you have it. Cars are out on track. And let's see who is gonna set the first fastest time. So as usual, we have 3. And I'm going to put them up here. We have 3 groups or classes. Groups, I think it's more appropriate: platinum, silver, and bronze. We're going to start with the silver is out first to do 10 minutes. Then we're going to do, platinum first, 10 minutes, silver 10 minutes, and then end with bronze 10 minutes. So that's the plan, and welcome to the stream here. And I see a white flag on the stream. Hello, hello. So we have, how many do we have on track here? We have 35 on track. Let me know that you can hear me and see me and the track and all that. So, and we do have a new driver, Mr. Rankin. He is the first, or let's see here. He's the newest driver, rather, on track, and we're gonna catch him as he completes his qualifying. Matthias Holmberg. Thank you, Terry. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done that yet. We have a pretty cool livery on. If I can find Lee Ellis. So many cars. So anyway, Lee Ellis have a very cool livery. There he is. Look at that. It's brand new. Synced it today. Johan Larsson looks very strong today. So, and obviously Saunders is also a contender. Steve Young just set the fastest lap. Nicely done. As we are running. Yeah, oh, I forgot, and that was my bad. I shouldn't just look at the platinum group. That was stupid. Let's just quickly look at the silver. So there we have Trowbridge, 178. So very close in the top there. Terry Trowbridge, Peter LaFrance, and Bruce Hopkins are fighting it out. Lee Ellis there in P4, Randy Zimmer P5. So there is certainly a fight in the top there. And then in the bronze group, we have Michael Allen have been totally dominating. He is actually going to try and race a little bit from the back and let the other guys shine a little bit in the front, I think. So, but he is in the lead. Benny Heim, Brian Banks, and Peter David. So not very close there, but it is close on the top two, or P2 and P3. Let's see how that's going to shake out. So going back to track, where Chris Bourne has his fastest time right now. Getting a view of Steve Young's car from the front. I love this track. It's become one of my favorite tracks now. I've actually spent a lot of time trying to manage to improve on this track. As we see Steve Howells going through here, currently in P8. Oh, I put it wrong. There we go. That's what we need to look at. And I had a great scrap with Derek Bird yesterday in the GT2. I really liked the GT2 racing, and I actually was very competitive, I'd say. Ended up P5, so super happy with that. Kept Derek Bird at bay behind me. He was really struggling in his Porsche. So one of my biggest accomplishments, keeping Derek Bird behind me. And now we have fastest by Saunders, 140.9. So I think all the... Yeah, everyone is out of the platinum drivers, so they have 10 minutes. So that's a little bit, almost 2 minutes left. Here's Kenny Flenstedt starting a lap in this BMW. We can look real quick here of what cars we have in the silver there. Those are the guys that are up there. So we have a little mix there. Porsche, BMW, we have an Audi, Ferrari, McLaren. Frank, welcome to the stream. Good to see you on here. Chris Bourne is doing a really good job. He's running. Is he gonna take? Yeah, fastest lap. Chris Bourne now 140.8. So it's very close in the top now. There's just 1/10 between. Chris is now on a really. Yeah, it should be a fun race today. I think so too. It's a tight track. You know, it's hard to pass. Larsson now P2. So Larsson did, there is 1/100th of a second between Chris Bourne and Johan Larsson. Chris Bourne is now on his fastest lap, currently lapping purple. Yeah, practice make perfect. Yeah, we'll keep practicing. What I try to do, I look at what kind of I use the Go setups. I look at their alien time and look at how they drive, and you just have to establish a reasonable goal. I mean, if I'm really good, I'm 2 seconds slower than those guys, which would put you in a pretty, reasonable competitive situation. I think that would gives you like a mid platinum pace. So try to establish a goal which is reasonable. If you have any data that from the different races, or if you want to have some data to shoot for, let me know. So now Johan Larsson is flirting with the fastest time. If he can keep this up, he's gonna take provisional pole. He's coming over the line here in just a minute. He's up 1/10. That's all he needs. And he goes over and takes fastest lap. There you go. And they are done. Platinum are done. So now we're gonna see silver going out on track. So we have established the first couple of rows, which is Larsson, Bourne, Saunders, Young, Larsson, the second Larsson, Patrick Larsson, and then Bird, Howells, Flenstedt, Holmes, and Parnoff. So here we go. Yeah, Brian have upped his game. Really good job. So yeah, established a reasonable goal. It's going to be frustrating if your goal is to reach like, Wolfslener or someone like that. So just try to do incremental gains. Okay, let's see how these guys will fare. Right now we have 37 total in the race. Trowbridge in his trusty Bentley. He's starting a lap here. He's putting down his first lap. Oh, he's going wide. He's bouncing, and he's bouncing off. That's Peter LaFrance. Not a good start for him. Maybe even get some pressure loss. You can get that here and there on these curbs. And behind them we saw Shannon. And this track, what's fun with it is that when you get into a rhythm and like you get this, there are specific points, like we're going through the little hairpin there. It's really, I gained half a second by taking that one right. And then we're coming down into Aqua Minerale, which is just another story in itself. You have to hit your apex. And if you're really good, you have your throttle full on as you reach the apex. And then we come into this Variante Alta, where the GT2 cars really can take those curbs. I never bounced off, but I did get the track cut. Hugo Caballero. Let's look at where people are in the championships. So in the silver group, so Trowbridge is, Trowbridge, it was Bruce Hopkins that won the race, or the silver. And Zimmer was second, and John Messick was third. So Bruce did a great job last race. So we have Howard on the screen now. He's the fastest for the moment. Trying to see where he sits in the championship. So he's P17 in silver. Hugo Caballero that we saw for it was before was P16. So Howard, he didn't attend last race. Hugo Caballero have 2 races, or we have 1 scratch race, but he's in P16. Yeah, that's what I go to. At least you get pointers on you know what gear you should try and run, and just you see basic lines and so on. But sometimes they go through, and you know they're really aggressive, and you kind of see that they're fighting the track. But they're making time, so it's pretty impressive. Okay, Jeremy Arobas, P15. He placed P6 last race. Let me see, Philippe Savage only attended 3 races so far. Didn't attend last race. There's Jeremy again. So, and La France is on a good run. Let's see how much overlap we get, if any, here with the overlap between the platinum and silver. Hey, Craig Holmes, welcome. La France is on a good run, as we see there on the ski. It's up 0.6. Jump over to him. So he is really the fastest silver driver right now. He's up almost a second. That should push him up in... Yeah, and Hopkins is now in the lead in the silver, but that's La France gonna change that. There's La France, he goes into the platinum territory there with his time. They have 2 minutes left. Jonathan Wood, welcome. Are you on track? I don't see you on track, no. So La France fastest time so far. And then Hopkins. Bruce Hopkins, 3rd in the championship. La France, 2nd in the championship. And Terry Trowbridge is 1st in the championship. And it's only 1 point between Peter La France and Terry Trowbridge. La France have actually won 2 races, but Terry hasn't won any race. But he's been more successful than Peter La France, which is interesting, and that's why I like this point structure too. And there is La France. Kind of calling it a day on his qualifying. Daniel Britos. There we go, La France fastest, Hopkins, and then Trowbridge. So it is the top 3 drivers that are in the top of the silver, as expected, you could say. As we see Shannon coming through in the silver group. And in 10 seconds or so, we're gonna see the bronze. Shannon still on track, so now we should see there's a couple of cars still running here. I don't think that's going to change the top order anything. And here's the newer driver, Paul Rankin. Welcome to him. Now the bronze drivers are out. There are only eight of those drivers. Let's see who we have. Let's call up the bronze group. A couple of people still running here. Now there we go. Shannon is ending his. He's running. All right, so let's see. Who do we have? I don't see Benny Heim. Ryan Banks, who is running P3. I see him. Richard McKay we have on track. See him now as he abandons his track. Oh, he was the last silver. I think he I think he overstayed his welcome a little bit on time there. Because we're into the 10 minutes now that is for the guys that are the bronze with the red placard. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, Frank, sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. You will be excused for not doing qualifying. I know there has been some complaints on people that don't qualify, but I mean, if you have a good reason, and what you have is a good reason, it's not a problem. But we just want to avoid that we have people that don't qualify just for the sport of running up in the field, which is not really what we want in the championship. So. But McClellan, he told me he's going to run one lap, but he's going to kind of stay cool, and then going to try and do a slower race to give some other guys a chance for the top. Paul Rankin here, he has a really good looking livery there. Fig Newtons. How about that for a sponsor? Pretty cool looking. And here's McClellan, we talked about him. Kenny Schmidt. Jube Kavak from Canada. Rankin, good run there. He might be a little bit faster than your regular bronze driver, but that was the only opening that was available, and it's in the end of the season anyway, so he won't be able to do much in the championship. So Eric Langlois in the Pink Pig. Let's see where Eric placed. He placed P6. Good result. His best result out of the 4 races he participated in. We are planning the new season. It's gonna be, I say, mainly tracks we haven't raced this season. Hey, Robert Obando, welcome. Yeah, so new season gonna start April 1st with the sprint, GT3 sprint. So we're gonna have the same formats as we had this year. We're gonna have the GT3 sprint Mondays, GT2 Fridays, and the GT3 here on Saturdays. So same format, platinum, silver, bronze. And I just beg everyone that if you're not gonna race, do not sign up, because we have people that actually sign up and don't race, which is pretty silly, because if you don't think that you're gonna run the majority of the races, please make room for guys that actually want to race a full season. Just a little tip there. Because we have had people that they sign up and race, 1 race, 2 race, and then they stay in there, and that takes up a spot for maybe someone that actually wants to race. Nikos! Welcome, Nikos. So Rankin is the fastest so far of the bronze. So he's well into silver territory. Then we have Brian Banks, and then we have Jobe Kavak and Langlois, Schmidt, Parks, Tennant, and McClellan. Nikos! So we have this in the bronze group, like I mentioned before, McClellan completely dominating there. So we're going to see him in the silver. And I think that is really the only adjustment we need to do. Yeah, we probably, Rankin, he will be in silver too, as you see, if not even in the platinum. To see he's kind of topping the silver there almost. And Banks, I mean, we might shift people into bronze too. We have to think about that. But we let people sign up where they feel that they belong, so to speak, and then we might do adjustments. But it gets a little complicated when you adjust in the season. Because if you move from one group to another and you have any wins, you will not take the wins with you, obviously. So you lose a lot of points then. We're inside Eric there for a minute. Eric, right now it's the 3rd fastest in the bronze group. The Kavak 4th. Yeah, Nikos, we want to see you on track. Yeah, there's no place in the current season unless I can actually kick someone out. So do you mean next weekend or next season? Okay, you want to see some times? I can show you times. Let's see, where is that? Where's the best? There we go. Banks doing good. Banks P3. So we don't have Benny Heim racing today, so that will mean that Banks gonna get some good points, and he's gonna sail up into P2 in the championship. He won't reach McClellan, but at least he's gonna gain one position if he just finished the race, basically. And time is out. Time is up. The ranking, absolutely fastest. Maybe McClellan gonna be challenged by him in the race today. We'll see. And then the fastest in the silver was... I wish I had a better view of kind of a summary just on the different groups, but we can't do that. So there we go. We can do a little track walk. On this track that started the race as a motorcycle race, as I mentioned in the beginning. And here comes Variante Tamburello and Variante Villeneuve. And here's this hairpin here, Tosa, where I gained half a second just by doing that one right. And then you have kind of this blind left-hander coming down into Aqua Minerale. And then up to Variante Alta, where we're going to see some people bounce around. I am sure about that. And then these two guys are kind of tricky too, Rivazza, because you really need to come out of there in a good way, because you have such this long straight. So yeah, well done everyone. Gonna start in a couple of minutes. Start that out with a track walk. So on the first row, we have Johan Larsson, Chris Bourne, Saunders, and Steve Young on the first two rows. Checking I have everything going that I need to have going. Yeah, put up a good show. So here we go. Let's go into the game stream. And I'm gonna move classes. There we go. Here's the starting grid. Let's go through that. So Johan Larsson, then we have P2, Chris Bourne. This is going to be a fight between these two. John Saunders is going to be up there too. Good showing by Steve Young here on the second row. He's always been kind of up in the top 5, 6, but P4 today. Patrick Larsson, P5. Derek Bird, P6. Terry Howells, P7. Kenny Flenstedt, P8. Peter LaFrance, P9. Craig Holmes, P10. Mirsh Ponov from Macedonia, P11. And here we have the new driver, Paul Rankin. Look at that. We should probably put him up in the platinum. Bruce Hopkins, Terry Trowbridge, Daniel Britos, Terry Howard, Jeremy Arobas, P17, P18, Philippe Savage, Hugo Caballero, P19, Randy Zimmer, P20, and Dimitris Statis, P21, Syndeo, our sponsor, that we thank so much, Richard McKay, our famous server admin, black livery today, maybe he's missing his livery. Thomas Reinier, the guy that I always the car ahead of him or the car behind him when we race. We are so similar in pace. Lee Ellis, P24. Look at that livery. That's new livery downloaded today. Aaron Shannon, P25. P26. John Messick. Brian Banks, P27. Neil Leader, P28 in his Lamborghini. Joby Kabak, P29. And here's our resident New Zealand, the Kiwi, Kevin Torrance. Mike Meleski, P31. Eric Langlois from France in the Pink Pig. That is marked for the charcuterie. P33, Jean-Marie Grouillon. Kenny Smith, 34. James Park, P35. And Frank Tennant, P36. And McClellan, P37. So we don't have, like I mentioned before, for the new viewers that have joined us, Wolfslener is celebrating his dad's birthday. So we say happy birthday to Daddy. I hope you're having a great day with your legendary racing son by your side. So that's awesome. Yeah, that Martini skin, it's such a classic livery. It's very nice. So let's see. Johan Larsson is representing the Wolf Pack today. And hopefully it's going to be a clean race. It's been very clean the last couple of races, actually. Very nice. We didn't have any first lap incidents in the GT2 sprint. It was good. Because it's very, very easy here in the first chicane. Or the first turn. It's actually the second turn, I think. But I'm sure there's going to be some door banging here. Johan Larsson is getting ready. Chris Bourne to his right. Behind him, yeah, John Saunders. And then Steve Young. Then the other Wolfpack member, Patrick Larsson. And here we go. Here's the start. Johan Larsson getting a good start. Chris Bourne has to tuck in behind. Oh no, there's a touch. Oh, Chris Bourne touched, but Johan Larsson could recover. Unbelievable. That was very, very lucky. I'm just scanning back here to make sure there are no pandemonium in the back. There's a little contact. Oh, someone went off. That looks like Jobe Kabak. Jobe Kabak went off. So certainly a contact there. Maybe see if we can catch that one. They just took a random contact. Let's see if we can see what that is. Jobe Kabak up there. Oh, there's a... Okay, there was a little stop. Two guys went off. That was Messick, I think. But up in the front, still pressure here from Chris Bourne on Larsson. And Saunders. Patrick Larsson is behind here. See if Chris Bourne is able to keep up with Johan Larsson. All right, let's get the leaderboard up and let's get the deltas there. There we go. Up. Just working on my settings. Stand by. Race gaps. There we go. So Larsson gets very close. See if we can do something. Everyone tries to get their tires working. Here's Terry Trowbridge. Has Rankin in front of him. It's gonna be interesting to see how Rankin is faring here in the championship. I haven't seen him before. Or I think he was actually in the GT2 race. Yeah, great start by Sky. Love to see him have a good result. We're very excited to have Sky in our championship. Oh, something happened there. It's an accident. Okay, Frank went out. Oh, he got sideswiped there, Torrance. By Messick coming through. James Park, way in the back. With Jean-Marie. All right, let's find the fights. Craig Holmes. Working on Kenny Flenstedt. Eleanor Tennant is here, cheering on Frank. So let's get Frank in the picture. So Frank is actually up 4 positions so far, but he has a very fast driver, McClellan, behind him. Fastest lap recorded right now from Steve Young. Mish Ponov is just behind Paul Rankin. Something happened. Oh, something happened with Paul Rankin. Let's see. We'll go do a little replay here with him. See if that was self-inflicted, which I think it was. Rankin is that guy there in the blue car, number 152. Coming through. I took a 30-second. Oh, he's just going off. That's weird. But he's back in the game. Craig Holmes just passed Mishponov. And he's getting crowded up here. Here's Saunders challenging Steve Young. That is also challenging Chris Bourne. So it's very tight here. The top 4 right now is compressed within a couple of seconds only. John Saunders now is on the roll, 141.6. Meleski is off, is reported from the bleachers. So right now we see there the Platinum group is very nicely lined up there. There's no real overlap into so La France is in the lead for the silver. Steve Young getting really close here. Let's get into his cockpit. So they were really close, Chris and Steve. They have very close pace. Look like Saunders is a little bit now in the background. This is one of the closer battles right now. Kwanov is getting up close to Craig Holmes. Let's get on him. Just coming through the chicane. They're going to get enough momentum to maybe do an inside late break. As we're coming into the Rivazza complex. No, he's thinking twice about that. Hugo Caballero working on Randy Zimmer. Fastest lap now, Johan Larsson 141.3. And keeping an eye on the top there. Philippe Savage. Fastest lap by Saunders now. Steve Young is getting very close again. Try to keep a track of the field. I'm gonna stay with these guys a little bit because Steve has to really drive with his eyes in the rear view mirror. Oh, Sky, really good pace here through Aqua Minerale. Let's see how they do here in this chicane. Looks like Bourne went through there pretty nicely. Let's see what goes on here a little bit further back. McClellan has worked himself up. He's working on Tennant still. We know that Frank has not been feeling well today. So we all think about Tennant and... oh, here was a contact. See what that was about. Oh, okay. He got a little swipe there. It looks like Rankin is struggling. Unfortunate. Let's get back here to... so Frank still keeping McClellan at bay. That's John Messick in front of him. So I was saying, yeah, we all think about Frank. Sorry to hear that he's not feeling well. And Torrance goes into the pits. And Messick is in front. So Messick was one of the drivers together with Grouillot and possibly Meleski that had problems in the beginning. And Meleski was reported going off earlier. So that explains his position. Shannon lost the position to Brian Banks here just in this hairpin. There's another cluster. See how it's go. Just keeping an eye on the top. They're starting to separate a little bit in the top. Yeah, they start to separate in the front though, but here in the midfield they are much closer. Rankin just past Neil Leader. That looked a little rough. Let's go back and look at that. Oh, a little contact there. But he came through. Brian Banks, see if he can get a good exit here and get something going. Maybe past Neil Leader. No, it doesn't look like that. Oh, something happened. Shannon went in. McClellan still working on Frank. That Bentley is wide. Oh, here we have another little cluster of cars. So that's Steve Young. Something happened with Steve Young. Wow, that was unfortunate. Completely missed that. There's a lot of tight battles going on, so I really need to... I'm trying to keep track of everything, but I thought I was safe there up in the front because they looked like they were separating, but that's me. He must have done simply a mistake. Could be interesting to see how Sky gonna work himself up through the ranks now. Johan Larsson sets now the fastest lap, 1:40.960. That's Howard. Is going through the chicane. Mirshponov goes into the pits now. So there is a mandatory pit stop in this, which I do want to put up. There we go. Oh, Howells got out of the way there. Flenstedt. Don't know what happened. But Bourne, Saunders and Derek are now 2.5 seconds apart about. Larson looks very comfortable in the front. And we're not even halfway, and people going in and change tires. I wonder what that is about. Or maybe they have some damage, who knows. Peter David. Yeah, Nikos, we don't know what happens to Steve. Steve Young, 194. I wonder if I can go that back. Yeah, I don't see that. Yeah, the race, Johan Larsson in the lead. That's where he started. So we don't have Wolfslener because he's with Daddy Wolfslener to celebrate Daddy's birthday. So happy birthday, Mr. Wolfslener. The start was pretty good. There was a couple of contacts in the back, but no pandemonium, which was nice. Oh, John Messick gets very close here to the Tennant. Little contact, I think he bumped him a little bit. So Frank is doing really good here. Oh, Dimitri Statis got sideways. Was that an accident? No. Let's see. No, this was self-inflicted, I think. Yeah, he went really thick on this, on the sausages. Oh, and then he rejoins and slides around and 360. Disaster. Okay, what do we have? Bruce Hopkins. Just trying to hit where I see the action. All right, that's a battle here with Trowbridge and Hopkins side by side. You can go to pit wall if you want to see some details. I posted a link there, and you can see the race times and follow everything there. If you want to kind of just focus on your favorite driver. Speaking of favorite driver, La France goes wide, gives Guy an opportunity. They're in different groups though, so didn't fight that too much. Let's see if... yeah, it looks like Mirsch has dropped off. We're now 37th. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Mirsch is... there is Mirsch. He was into the pits early, as we can see. Here's Paul working on McKay. Oh, McKay slides out wide. Gives ranking an opportunity to get up to E19. Here we have Larsson. The other Larsson, Patrick Larsson, they're lapping here. Kenny Flenstedt behind. Yeah, McLellan started from the back. We talked about that. He wanted to, because he's so dominant in the bronze, so he just wanted the other guys to kind of you know, have a little bit of a chance. So he took it very easy in the beginning. So because I really want to discourage people from starting in the back if the intent is just to run through the field for sport, which is not what we want to see in the championship. So anyway, this is race number 8. We have 2 races remaining. We have Red Bull Ring next race, and then we end with Bathurst. Yeah, no pandemonium, so it was pretty clean. I don't know how many we had on the first lap contacts, but a couple. Here's Flenstedt. Oh, Flenstedt contact. And that was a blue flag he tried to pass, which was unfortunate. No, incorrect. It was Howells. It was Howells he made contact with. And Flenstedt is waiting and giving the position back. Very nice. So, La France is in the lead of silver. Very nicely done. Hopkins second and Trowbridge. So, oh, Howells and Flenstedt. Are they still off? What happened there? I had to go back 10 seconds to see. Flenstedt is just driving off track here to really trying to yield there. Interesting. So still Larsson, Bourne and Saunders in the top. As we see Holmes. Let's look at Messick and McClellan. McClellan has worked himself up, not unexpected. As we see Tennant here. Tennant is doing good today. He's up 11 positions. A little bit helped by some people doing their tire change. Oh, gets very crowded here. As we come into the chicane, Variante Alta. Now you see a couple of pit stops coming through. Yeah, good race by Frank. I'm glad to see that. He didn't feel well, so he didn't really participate in the qualifying. I hope he's lasts the whole race. We're not really halfway yet. So Larson, Bourne, Saunders, are we gonna see them in the pits soon? Steve Young up to P7. See if we can reach the top guys again. It's 5 seconds to try and make up. That's gonna be hard. There's Messick chasing down Tennant. Tennant racing Schmidt there for position. Dimitri had to brake because of its wheel. That's unfortunate. John Messick looks a little bit banged up there. I think this is the closest battle on track right now, as we have a lot of guys going in for pits. Top guys not in the pits yet. It's Richard McKay. Behind him we have Thomas. We haven't seen Thomas. Haven't seen much on him. Good looking Martini livery. Currently in P12. But that would be then P6 in the silver. Bruce Hopkins really doing well up there. P7. Yeah, I need to catch up on those interviews. I watched a little bit of Wolf's Lane. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. Okay, Chris Bourne is in the pits. Larson is still out there. He might come in to see if the undercut is doing something for Chris Bourne. Field is pretty much spread out now. As we're gonna see some of the top drivers here start to do their, and Larson have someone in front of him there. That is La France. That has the blue flag. My guess is he's gonna do his pit stop now. It doesn't make sense to drive behind someone with blue flag. Depending on where he's gonna come out. Let's stay with Larson here. My producer allowed me to see him. Yeah, he goes in. Saunders goes in behind him. Is Derek gonna do the same? No, Derek stays out. And here's Steve Young going in. As we're switching to Bruce Hopkins, leader of Silver. Zimmer is still out. Trowbridge, something happened there. Oh, he goes into the pits. Okay. Oh, Chris Holmes looks very racy here behind Parks. Chris has new tires. He has completed his pit stop. Gonna make a move? Nope. So Parks is probably going into the pits. Thomas goes into the pits, yeah. A lot of action in the pit lane. Derek Bird still out. This leader. Craig Holmes takes it. Oh, he's coming through there, Craig Holmes. So Craig Holmes just kind of jumped in front of Sky there. They came into the chicane. So a couple of guys up there just now running in the front. So Bourne is now, I have to take a look at this, to both Larson and Bourne have had their pit stop, and Bourne is really close now to Chris, or to Larson. Larson have traffic. There was Mike Meleski, so he moved away. So Chris really had a benefit from the undercut. Let's see if he's actually going to pass Larson. No, he's not really reaching him on the straight. And in the end, we might see some track cuts, penalties, you don't know. As usual, I don't see them. So if someone sees that someone have a drive-through or something, let me know. Chris and everyone is really compressed now. Now we have Saunders joining the dance. And we have a lapped car in front. So this 1, 2, 3 is not done. Yeah, great racing right now. Look at the cockpit. Cockpit of Chris Bourne. Look at that, now they're reaching traffic. Is this the opportunity to pounce? So Chris Bourne is drafting a little bit behind that car. And Saunders comes behind. Oh, Saunders gets behind the blue flag car. He tries to do a move on the inside of him. Yeah, he's able to do that. Nicely done. No, I don't think he's in the Wolf. No, he's not in the Wolf pack. I don't think. There's a lot of traffic they have to pass here. Saunders starts to catch Chris Bourne. See how they do. I'm gonna stay with these guys because it's pretty exciting. Peter Lafrance leads the silver. Rankin leads the bronze. Saunders looks like you have a great run now. It's close enough for some slipstream. Oh really? It's the Wolfpack skin. We will look at that. Yes, it is the Wolf. I completely missed that. Thank you for telling me. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the Wolfpack gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's so close here, so I'm trying to keep track of these guys here up in front because I think it's not that much going on in the back when it comes to close racing. This is the closest right now, actually. Field is pretty stretched out. And again, I encourage you to check out. I'm trying to get this going here. To the pit wall live that I'm sharing the link. There you can browse yourself and see what's going on. Yeah, and let's take a tour in the back here, because now there's a little bit of delta between the guys in the front, cooling down a little bit. So Rankin there, who just joined because there was an open spot, he joined bronze, so he's kind of dominating. So he should probably be in the silver or maybe even in the platinum. But it's not going to impact the championship. McClellan is working on Jobe Kavak. And Thomas is now in the pits. Let's see, where is Frank? Oh, maybe Frank have dropped out. Yeah. There's been a couple of people that have dropped here because we have 34 on track. So, yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, Tennant have dropped out. As we see, Meleski past Parks. Gonna stick. Yeah, nice pass, but he goes wide. That gives Parks the opportunity to go back. To take it back. Good try though. So now James have his sights set on Parks. We have 34 cars racing right now. A couple of guys have dropped out. Good battle here. Parks being challenged again by Mike Meleski. Highlight Lafrance a little bit here. The leader in the silver. Solid race by him. McKay in the pits. I think he's the last one. Thomas sits in the pit and he kind of just sits there. Something must have happened. Right, let's just up to Saunders. Looked like he had... He was able to reach, got a little bit closer to John Saunders, but he must have done a little mistake. Mispronunciation of English. Nice. Well, if you mean that they have an accent, you know, then I'm a shoo-in when I move over to Sweden. I'm probably just gonna join their practice sessions and maybe glean some expertise from those guys. Perhaps I have to change to McLaren, but that's okay. All right, where's Sky now? Let's look at Sky. So he has some traffic. Mike Maleski moves away. Now he can see Derek Bird, so I would love for Sky to pick up a couple of positions because he lost positions. I guess he bounced off a curb or something. So now he really has Derek Bird in front of him there in a nice position. Derek has some traffic that he gets through. Maybe that gives Sky a little opportunity. But now Sky have traffic in front of him, so there's more traffic in front of Bird. It's a lot of traffic going on right now. Talking very fast. Yeah, he has quite an accent, kind of British regional accent. Oh, this guy got very close to that. I think there was contact too on that blue flag situation there. Schmidt. Let's see if we go back and see. Oh, that was too late. Yeah, there was contact. Okay. Steve is passing Parks there. Get clean here in front of him, but he lost time here to Derek Bird. Very unfortunate. We had 6 contacts in the start, but there wasn't really any pandemonium situation, so 16 contacts so far. And now we have 10 minutes left of the race. Patrick Larsson moving past, blue flag. And he has 19 seconds to Saunders, so the top 3 have really left the rest of the field behind. Saunders passing Messick, I think it is. So he's getting closer to Howard and Jean-Marie. So that's a fight for position. A lot of traffic in front. We have Maleski in front of Jean-Marie. Goes wide. Yellow flag on Sauvage, P17. Thomas sits in the pits still, so there must be some technical problems on him, unfortunately. Let's see if Terry gets a good run out of Rivazza. Can slipstream a little bit behind Mike. Oh, it gets pretty hairy. I really want Mike to move there. And with Saunders and here's Jeremy. Chasing Ellis, this is for position. In the silver. Kenny Schmidt in front of Mike Maleski and Jean-Marie Gruot. Yeah, so this is actually for position. Yeah, it's been a really good race. A lot of action. And there's the pass, Terry Howard on Jean-Marie. Is he going to be able to respond? There comes Jean-Marie. Yeah, he looked like Howard is going to be able to keep that up. Keeping an eye on the front there. Yeah, 2.5 seconds between the cars up front. Kevin Torrance in the pits. One guy we haven't seen much of is Britos, kind of further back. Now my producer got me someone else. Yeah, Britos lost 13 positions. Mike Maleski had the yellow flag on him there. Okay, he goes wide, loses position. On position to Gruot. Jeremy looked like he was able to get very close to Lee Ellis. Lee Ellis was rocking his new livery. We have 6 minutes left. Is it too early for me to do my podium graphic, you think? Possibly. Johan Larsson still have the fastest lap with a margin of 1/10. So Rankin still in the lead there in the bronze. La France is in the lead still of, and he's pretty good margin there. Hopkins behind him, 4 seconds, as we have 5 minutes left. We're gonna have a interview as usual. I hope you will join me for that. And next race I'm gonna start to work on is Red Bull Ring. And then the new season starts April 1st. Mishpanov, I haven't really heard much about him either. He's up 3 positions. It's a very busy cluster. Peter Lafrance Passing Mike Maleski. Mike Maleski had the blue flag. Yeah, La France, really solid race by him. And then Rankin, who is the new guy that signed up in the bronze, because that was the only opening. Passing some, lapping some cars here. Nicely done there, the guys yielding. That's really how you want to do it. Kind of just do a wide turn and let the other guy come inside. Yeah, I don't know, Willie, if you see if anyone have had any drive-throughs or so. I haven't seen anything being served. Yeah, actually one had a stop and go. Who was that? Number 91. Who is that now? Who is 91? Maybe he's not here anymore. I know where I can look. '91. 91. I don't see a 91. All right, see you, Nikos. So we look at Mike McClellan coming through. There's Schmidt in front of him. For position. Tucking in behind, looks like. Peter LaFrance is in the mix. Be careful now, Peter. I don't think Peter want to challenge anyone right now. Just need to be very careful. Kenneth Flenstedt just passed Bruce Hopkins up to P11. Patrick Larsson P4. But quite a margin in front of him, 25 seconds. And here's Johan Larsson, has Chris Bourne now 0.7 behind, so let's stay with these guys. See if this is the final push by Chris Bourne to try to catch. Oh, late break there by Chris. Johan Larsson have to really be careful. Yeah, I wonder if Larsson just started to take it a little bit easy. Oh, Chris Bourne is really up on him now. Last lap they were actually even in pace, so it isn't really anything recently that happened. But this is really a battle here to the last second. We're about to run out of time, so that would mean that this is the fight for 1-2. And there is a contact there, Robas and Ennis, but we stay with this. With the winner of the Platinum. Bourne is close enough for a slipstream, but not enough. And there's the checkered flag. Oh, they almost... Larsson almost took out Bourne. So congratulations to Larsson here. And let's get a look at Peter LaFrance. Really good job by Peter. Let's see where he was in the eSeniors silver. So Peter LaFrance was P14 last race. Didn't really have a good time there. So he will take the lead in the silver group with this result. So Terry Trowbridge, the current leader, where did he go? I guess there was I wish there was a better notice on who is leaving the race, so I'm updated about that. All right, there's Peter LaFrance taking the silver, and here comes the new Mr. Rankin. See if we can get an interview with him. That's good. It would be interesting. I'm going to get into the right voice channel. Go into the podium interview. There we go. All right, let's get into the interview view, and we need to change the podium. There we go. Larsson, Rankin, and LaFrance. Hello, Johan. Welcome and congratulations. Gonna pull LaFrance in here too. There's Peter.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And Mr. Rankin, let's start with... Oh, I did something wrong on the graphic here. Let me correct that real quick. Maybe we can start with Mr. Rankin, the new driver, and I'm going to correct this because you were the winner of the bronze. So let me just get my graphic correct here. So how was your race, Paul? Cannot hear you, Paul. Are you speaking? Anyone else can hear? Oh, sorry. I think I need to fix something here. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I didn't have the... Yeah, hold on. Okay, I didn't have the right mic set up, so sorry. I'm going to correct my graphic, but maybe in the meantime, Paul, who was running in the bronze group, because that was the only opening we had. How was your race?
I started out, qualified 12th, and then a virus scan window popped up on my screen. I had to pull off the track.
Oh, don't you love that? Yeah, that's what happened. I saw you in the stream there. Oh, that's crazy.
So I dropped back to 27th, and then I was trying to work my way back up through the field. Got lucky.
Yeah, so clearly, as we start the new season, you would race in another group, probably the silver or maybe even platinum. So, but this was
one of my favorite tracks, so I was pretty on it with this one.
Yeah. So maybe you should. You would be competitive in the silver group then. But great to have you. How did you find us, eSeniors?
I follow Sky on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
For a few months. I usually watch his races. This is the first time I got to race.
Oh, that's great. So that means he's spreading the word. That's what we really want.
Yeah, I'll go watch his stream after this, so he won't lose that hit.
Yeah, that's good. All right, yeah, so congratulations to that. And then Mr. LaFrance. Good job there. Good job.
Thank you.
So how was your race? I don't think you had too many troubles on the way, did you?
No, it was pretty clean. There was a lot of near the end. The second last lap, there was a lot of back markers in front, and one spun out in front of me, so it was pretty close, but all went well.
So this was actually, you didn't really have a very good result last race, so this was good for the points. So you will actually be now in the first place in the championship.
Yeah, last race was terrible in the rain, so this one, I needed this one, and this is one of my favorite tracks. So yeah, it was pretty good quality, and no trouble during the race, so it was all good.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And then Johan Larsson, also great run here representing the Wolf Pack. And Wolfslener was not here, celebrating Daddy Wolfslener.
Yep.
So that's awesome. So we say congratulations to him. So this means that you will gain good points and will sail up a little bit in the competition. Get a little bit closer at least.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It was a close battle for the quali, and I was just lucky in the last lap because I didn't gain anything at first, and I thought, well, no, I'm not gonna make it. But last sector and good last corner and got the pole. So I was really happy with that. Fairly decent time at least. So and then the race, it was just a small contact in first corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't make anything. So
yeah, that was pretty amazing that you managed to keep control there. That could have been a disaster.
It kind of turned me into the corner. So yeah. It was just a small touch.
Yeah.
Didn't make any difference for anyone.
Exactly.
I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, that's just fine. Just didn't get any severe damage or anything. So just 3 seconds damage, and then I just tried to pull away, but I couldn't really get the more than just a second.
Right.
And then I was super careful when I went into the pits. But yeah,
it looked like Chris Bourne actually gained on you after the pit stop, because he was right behind you after the pit stop.
Yeah, I did a safe, really overly safe pit stop, and after that I just kept it. I didn't need to go any faster. I think I set the
you had the fastest lap.
Race,
absolutely.
Just with 4 laps to go or something. So if needed, I had a few more counts, but no, didn't need it. Peter wasn't here. Chris was. He had a small touch in the sand when he was fighting with Saunders.
Yeah,
and everyone knows Saunders is really fast on this track. So yeah. And he's always up there.
Yeah,
so. Good
job by everyone. So now you only 4 points behind Saunders.
Okay. Yeah. I had a few bad races earlier, so it cost me a bit. So.
Yeah. All right.
Be a good fight for the last 2 races.
Yeah. So Red Bull Ring is next
for the first time, and a track I don't know. So
I
want to work.
Oh, that's going to be interesting then. Yeah. I'm sure Peter Wolfslener knows that if he's able to race. So.
Yeah, he's been driving there.
That's his home track.
In real life. Yeah. So.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much and congratulations. And we'll see you at Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
In the week.
Congrats, Paul.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Yeah. Good to have you, Paul. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Yep. See ya.
Okay, so thank you everyone watching the stream. Really appreciate you checking out eSeniors. So if you're new to eSeniors, you can find us on YouTube and obviously, and you can find us on Facebook and on the web. So yeah, check us out. So we'll see you at Red Bull Ring next week. Take care. Bye-bye.